state of mind. They're not going to be able to sleep. They're not going to be able to eat. Because their mind is consistently wandering, because they done touch so many souls that they don't even know what type of soul is really hindering their life right now. When people get down on their knees and pray at night, you don't know what that person is praying for. When you entered that person's life, you don't know what mental state that person was in before you entered their life. And you got into it and you scrambled it up even more. And you think that you're going to lay at night and go to sleep peacefully? No. That's another telltale sign of an F-boy. A man that can't sleep.
Thought I love you, plus I never make you minus. If I let you smoke it, you gon' lose my lighter. If you paranoid, then I'ma spend the night.
Welcome back, welcome back. I know y'all probably like, girl, where have you been? Baby, Vlogmas has been tearing me up. Y'all, I have not been vlogging. I'm so sorry. In the little amount of vlogging that I do have, y'all gonna be mad at me. So this week, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I crashed bad. Like bad. I think it was like from the cooking to the wrapping to the buying the gifts, and baby, it just, but y'all gonna get a vlog though. It's just not gonna be a lengthy one, and it's definitely not gonna be a Vlogmas one. But y'all know once I sit on this bench, honey, y'all already know what's gonna happen. The only thing we didn't digest in is the F-boy. If y'all new to my channel, my name is Valentina V. I'm a family nurse practitioner. I work in the ER. I work 1 week and I'm off 1 week. On my week off, you're in my little world. When I say little, it's very little. And then on my week on, baby, I'm saving lives, you know? But I get these little segments where my lovely subscribers, my lovely YouTube family, sisters and brothers will literally write me on IG and be like, hey, why don't you talk about this topic? I'm like, sure. How is it the better way to end the year by talking about F-boys? Let me tell you something. An F-boy hate to see me coming, honey. When I tell you, especially if I have time on my hand, oh, let's play the game. But if I don't have time on my hands, baby, I just let them be. But I'm here to tell y'all, when it comes to being in a relationship, ladies, I'm not gonna lie. I have to speak upon the ladies because I'm a woman. I can't speak upon the men, but I can tell you what I've been through with some men. I'm here to tell you, if you don't have self-esteem, self-worth, self-love, baby, don't get into no relationship because you're going to lose yourself. It don't matter if he's a good boy, a F-boy, a sometime boy, you're going to lose yourself. You're going to see yourself encapsulated with this man to the point where you don't know if you're in the reality of your world or if you're in a fantasy. And one thing I've said, it's so crazy because I told my cousin this. I said, the day the pharmaceutical makes a pill that you can take as a woman and you can see what your friends see in that man that you cannot see, is the day, baby, the world gonna be doomed. Because what? It's like, it's not until the thing replays and you be like, damn, so this is what they're seeing. I wasn't seeing that because I'm so in Google La La Land with this man, right? So we're gonna start off there. Ladies, please know yourself. Please know that you're gorgeous. Please know that your body type that you have is gorgeous. Because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, the playing field for men is up. It's more women than men. It's just, it is what it is. So if you get into the mindset of I know who I am and I know what I bring to the table, a man cannot play you at all whatsoever. A lot of times these men, they tell on themselves. It just depends on what degree of a relationship status is for you. If you're the type of person that relationship is top tier, you have to have a man. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, baby. You gonna go through the trenches with a lot of men. If you're a type of woman that's like, I'm okay with being alone. I don't mind having a man. I love having a man, but it's not my bees of all bees. You're the one that's actually going to be the one going on dates, probably getting some flowers and stuff like that, because you make the man yearn you. You make the man want you. You make the man desire you. You're mysterious to the man, you know? And I have to start off, I know y'all ladies gonna be mad at me, but I have to start off with this. Ladies, the men can smell the desperation. I know you're gonna be like, but V, he approached me. I get he approached you. I get he asked you for your number. But what did you do after that? Because a lot of men don't realize that the moment we see the man, we already know the man gonna hit. We just want to see what the man gonna do to make us reevaluate him sleeping with us. But we already know, because us smiling at the man, it's not because he fine. We're smiling at the man because we already picturing ourselves in a wedding gown. We already pictured ourselves sleeping with the man, kissing the man, hugging the man. That's what we smiling for. It ain't because he came and asked for the money. You been seeing that man from a mile away, honey. You knew that man was fine. And that man knew you was fine. But this is where it comes. The attraction builds. Okay, y'all have attraction. Okay. Now, what are some key points are you asking this man? Girl, bump his favorite color. We don't give a damn about that. We don't give a fuck about the sibling neither. Who gives a damn about the sibling? We don't care about the mama. We need to figure this man out. You feel me? The top tier questions that you need to ask a man when you're on these dates is, how's your childhood? Were you ready? And don't blatantly just say, how's your childhood? You know, you got to make small talk. You got to be like, you know, I grew up like this. And my mom, just to see what he's going to say. He's going to put an input in because he likes you. He wants to carry on the conversation. But this is where I mean when you have to step out of that mind frame of, I just want the man. Because when you just want the man, oh baby, you going to get everything that man you never desired from the man, but the body. That's all you're going to get. It's just the body. You're not going to get the sense of reassurance. You're not going to get the trustworthy from him. You're not going to get his word is his bond, because there's some men, baby, they know how to talk a game. They could talk a game. When I tell you talk, and there's some females that fall for the game, and it's sad. And I know, like, all of us get hurt at a point in time by a man, but we also have to learn the key lesson. And the key lessons is, I'm so sorry to say this, ladies, we be the problem sometimes. We be the problem sometimes. We put in so much effort to show this man that we are this, like, we're this ideal woman. Like, we got everything together. We do this and we do that and this, and I'll be here for you. Because I fell short from that too. I told y'all my experience in 2023 with the guy. I kind of felt in that, like, oh my gosh, he needs help. Let me help him. Baby, don't help no man. I'm so sorry to tell y'all this. Sometimes you helping the man kind of makes the man feel like he's top tier. You have to know a man who really needs help and a man who needs an ego boost. Meaning, there's people out here who really do need the help, who will be very appreciative of it. Who would be so like, thank you so much. You were there for me when I didn't have this and I didn't have that. Here is what I'm going to do for you in return. You feel me? And then there's another guy. You do this certain thing for him, and in his mind, he thinks like a city boy. He thinks he's like a city girl. In his mind, it clicks like this. Ooh, all I had to do was tell her this and sleep with her, and she already went and bought me this. She already went and gave me money for that. She already, okay, this is what I'm going to do. If I could talk game to her like that, let me see if I could talk game to person B and see if I could get more stuff. Since I already got this from her, let me see if I could get a little bit more from somebody else. This is where you get the man who's a lustful man. This is where you get the man who will talk a good talk to you just to see what he could get out of you. Yes, there's some men out here that will do that. There's some men out here who has sisters that will do that. There's some men out here who was raised by their mother that will do that. That's why I tell you, you have to peep on his childhood. Because if his mom was a woman who took care of men, who was a paymaster to men, he feels a certain type of way about that. He feels like, well, if my mom took care of men, why can't you as my girlfriend take care of me? Because he's consistently seeing different men coming in and she's helping them out. She's helping them out. What do you think that man gonna do with you? You really think that man gonna wanna help you out? No, honey. He's gonna want help from you. And he's never gonna help you. And he's gonna breadcrumb you. Like the little stuff that he do, he's gonna make it seem like it's the most biggest thing, and you probably did 90% of what his little 5% he did. And you're like, what? But in his mind, he feels like, shoot, I see my mom doing it, you doing it. So this is how y'all women are. Another thing that's going to gear you and show you what an F-boy is. Listen to what that man says. Stop being infatuated on how he looks. Stop being infatuated on how good the D is. Listen to that. If that man sees you and that man tells you, oh, I want your number, and then he asks you out on a date and you on a date and he tells you straight up, man, I don't do princess treatment. I don't believe in that. Buy flowers. For what? Listen to that man. It ain't no poom poom in the world. You could give that poom poom upside down on your head. You could do a split. The poom poom could do a split. Baby, that man ain't gonna buy you. He ain't gonna buy you flowers. Cause he already tell you, I'm not that type of man. It's just not in me. And I know y'all probably be like, well, girl, when he first met me, he opened up my car door. He was being so sweet to me. Of course. He's a wolf in sheep clothing. Have you ever met somebody who just be like, hey, bitch, give me your number. Fuck you doing? Like, no! He's going to become a total sweet gentleman. He's going to call your phone consistently. And that's the thing that you have to determine. F-boys are love bombers. And a lot of women don't know a love bomber from a person who really wants to get to know you. If this man is consistently blowing up your phone, if this man consistently want to see you, if this man, the moment he meets you, he's calling you babe. If this man, the moment you meet him, he's already texting you babe, this, babe, that. Honey, trust and believe me. It's somebody who broke up with him and he's trying to teach them a lesson. You're not top tier priority. You're just a victim to a situation that you're not even aware of that's brewing in the back, because he's in this toxic love bombing stuff. He's in this, oh, I did that to this girl over here and now she retaliated and she went ahead and she did this. This is why you have to see. Be very observant. I'm a type of person, I'm very observant. Trust and believe me, I see how many times a guy phone rings. And it's especially at certain times. Like, one thing about a love bomber and an F-boy, they have a consistent rotation of women. When I tell you consistent, they're never alone. They're never alone. And when he takes you out, of course he's going to take you out in familiar places, especially if you're pretty. He's going to take you around his homeboys. He's going to take you around his sister. He's going to take you around siblings, around family. In your mind, you think, oh yeah, I got it good. I met the family. I met the friends. Listen to what it's always going to be a homeboy in the group that see you as a very pretty girl. And he's going to say some slick like, man, you always got a new girl. Who is this one now? If you see the sister and the sister's not excited like that, that's because she's seen so many of y'all. She's just like, I wonder how long this one's going to last. That's why I don't go cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs about meeting the family. Meeting the family don't put no stamp in my book. Meeting the family is just meeting somebody that was a stranger and now I know you. Now I know your name. Whoop-de-doo! But some females, they be feeling like the family is what's gonna put the stamp to. No, baby. You really think he only brought you to the family? Girl, this is what he do. He just wants you to feel comfortable. He just wants you to feel like you're being seen, but in actuality, he knows the type of games that he's about to play. And that's another thing too. Ladies, we have to start showering ourselves, meaning buying ourselves flowers. And this is way before I did YouTube. I've always purchased myself flowers. I always purchase myself candles. When I'm with somebody, my life dynamic does not change. I still get my hair done. I still get my nails done. I still go get candles. I still go get flowers. I still go shopping for myself. I don't let the man determine. I'm not going to sit here and be like, let me wait for him. No. When a man sees that you're self-aware and you can take care of yourself, he's going to come to you in a different viewpoint. I get it. Everybody want to do Pilates. Everybody want to drive a Benz. Everybody want a man who take care of them. Everybody want to do this. Everybody want to do that. But you have to realize men are not going to put their money into somebody that they feel like it's not going to come back to them. Would you invest your money into something that you know you're going to lose your money into? Exactly. That's how some guys think. Some guys feel like, okay, yeah, if I'm going to shell out all of this, what am I going to get in the return? And then you got the guy who don't mind. You got the guy who, the moment he sees you, he want to give you the world. But 10 out of 10, we are not attracted to that guy. For some reason, the guy that we're attracted to is to the guy that's attracted to everybody else too. And now it's a battleground. Like now you're fighting to be number one. And that's where a lot of F-boys ends up being F-boys, because they see the women competing for them. They see like, man, I just talked shit to her just the other day and I just called her and she picked up the phone. Like, what? Okay, maybe that's what she likes. We have to set the stepping stone for ourselves. Like sometimes we get off our queen throne and we address peasants because we think, you know, the holidays is coming. Like next is Valentine's Day. Nobody wants to be alone for Valentine's Day, but imagine somebody who treats you like ish for 364 days. In that one day, that 365 day, that's the only time that he's going to buy you flowers. That's the only time that he's going to show that he kind of cares about you. And then the next day, he's acting a total ass to you again. It's like, it's not worth it. That's why I say a lot of times we attract F-boys because we don't know who we are within ourselves as a woman. We control a man, but for some reason there's always women that's in the cracks that get through, and he feels like every woman is like that. One thing about men that I've come to realize with dating them, they don't get through heartbreak how we get through heartbreak. Like we get through heartbreak and we're optimistic about the next guy. We already know. Are we hurt? Yes. Are we crying? Yes. Can we eat? Can we sleep? No. But we know once this pain subsides and I start gaining my weight back, my hair start growing, I'm start feeling myself, this man is not going to able to see me no more. I'm getting better for myself and for my new person. Men do not think like that. You break his heart, and you were the one that he really wanted, and he invested in you, and he was coming to see you, he was taking you out on dates, and you ished on him. Every other woman after you is going to pay the repercussion of that. And when you see it the first time, go baby, because it's not going to get better. It's actually going to get worse. And I know a lot of women, they be feeling like, I'm not going to lie, some men do change and they come back bigger and better. But some men, the way that you left the guy, if you left the guy on some get back type of, oh, I'm going to show you better than I could tell you, and he comes back, best believe it, he's going to make your life even more miserable. He's going to use you till he can't use you no more. He's going to make you do things that you ain't even want to do, but you want to prove to him so bad that you're not this type of person, so you go out and beyond. And now we created a monster. We created an F-boy. Sometimes some F-boys are made just from their family dynamics. But sometimes a lot of them are made from pure pain from a previous relationship, and they just don't want to get involved into it like that. I know we act like guys are cold-hearted, they don't care. Lies. Guys are the most sensitive human beings ever. When I tell you ever, the most sensitive. They make fake pages. They use their homeboy's page to look at your page. If that man really want you, trust and believe me, there's nothing that's going to stop that man from contacting you. But just because he's doing all of that doesn't mean that he's a reassuring great man. This is why knowing his favorite color is not going to get you nowhere. But knowing how he was raised, how did his mom wake him up in the morning? Did the mom cuss him out? You think a mother who literally wakes up a child from elementary to senior year in high school with yelling, cussing in the morning, calling him dumb, calling him stupid, do you really think that individual is going to grow up and seek a woman who's babying him? Oh, baby, you know you could do so much better. I see the potential in you. No, this man wasn't raised like that. This man was raised on, you about to miss the bus, you dummy, and I'm not gonna bring you, I'm not gonna take you to school. So you think you talking to him so soft and caring is gonna make him love you? Know that man's childhood. Know how that man was raised for 18 years of his life until he became an adult. And one thing that you gotta realize about F-boys too, they love playing victim. They love blaming somebody. They're always there for somebody and nobody's there for them. If he starts the conversation off, well, you know, I always been there for everybody and nobody ever been there for me. I don't know. Like, everybody backstab me and do me wrong. He's the problem. He's the problem. He's the problem. Don't let them first couple of 2 months make your head go cuckoo cocoa puffs about this man. The 2 months is the puppy phase. It's just I just want to see how far she's going to get to me love bombing her, and I'm going to show like my whole entire behind to this girl. And I don't care if I have a sister. I don't care if I have a mom, because I'm just not in that stage of wanting to be in a relationship. But do I want to sleep with somebody? Yes. And that's another thing, ladies, that a lot of us have us confused. Just because a man performs oral sex on you or have unprotected sex with you, don't mean you're the only one. It don't mean he's only putting his lips only on you. Baby, that's far from it. There's some people out here that are freaks. When I tell you freaks, sucking toes and all, like, it's just, that's just what's in them. That's what turns them on. I know so many females, I hear them say, well, he gave me oral sex and we had unprotected sex, so I know he trusts me and he only messing with me. Wrong. Lately, the STD rates has been going through the roof. Do you know what through the roof means? Through the roof. I literally had the CDC write me, literally telling me, do not forget, you have to call us about these sets of diseases that you are found positive in patients. That's how bad, like, it's bad out here. Even in my workplace, the ages that I see coming in with HIV, it's crazy to me. I'm talking people in their 20s. Like, I cannot imagine being in my 20s and having HIV. Like, this is how predominant this thing is. Like, a lot of people out here, they don't care. They're just messing with people just to mess with people. And I think a lot of us get it confused as women when the person is showing that they're interested in us, but they're really not interested. We kind of have that limbo effect of, okay, I know he's still calling me. I know he's still texting me, but he's not taking me out. Baby, let him go. Trust and believe me, there's somebody on that phone who's getting a good morning text from him. There's somebody on that phone that he's telling them, get ready, I'm going to take you out to eat. I'm telling you this. You don't want to be in that triangle. Another sign of an F-boy is when he pins another woman against you. He starts slowly off by saying, man, my ex won't leave me alone. I don't know what's up with her. All she do is just call me about stupid stuff like, I've been stopped talking to the girl. Ladies, we all know, yes, there's some women that are cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs about a man who won't let the man go. But if a woman is consistently reaching out to a man, that's because the man is consistently reaching out to her. Consistently. I remember I had somebody that I was talking to. He told me that his ex came to his cousin's church. I said, excuse me? I said, so you want me to believe that this girl who lives a whole hour away from you drove all the way down to skipped all of these churches and came to your cousin's church unannounced? Nobody told her to come. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, but like, I just seen her there. Okay, sir. And I'm Beyonce. This is like, and it's so crazy because the stuff that they say because they don't want to get caught. And that's another thing that you have to realize about a love bombing F-boy. Eventually, he's going to meet a woman who is mind-blowing to him. And because she's so mind-blowing and he's so used to playing games, he don't know what to do. He knows, okay, you know I'm a player. I know I don't really like to be in a relationship, but I really like this girl. Like, I really want to be with her. But I don't want to put all my eggs into one basket. Like, I call it monkey branching, when they just be swinging from one branch to another branch. But I just want to show her that, like, I can be trustworthy. So he'll tell you things to make you feel like you're safe with him, but you're really not safe with the guy. He just don't want you to go snooping and diving. And that's one thing that I had to learn about myself. Baby, you have to lurk. Sometimes it's good being a lurker, because the stuff that is being hidden from you that you're not aware of, because you think, oh, this man is always in my presence. The moment I call him, he picks up the phone. The moment I FaceTime him, he picks up the phone. Man, I had somebody literally, it don't matter what time it is, I could FaceTime him. He'd be like, what's up, babe? No hesitation. He'll babe real quick. But that's because he has all his other girls in line. But once you go out in public with him, somewhere he's always consistently at with different other girls, them girls are looking at you hard. Like, if a look could give a slap, baby, it would have happened. It would have happened. But for me, I can truly say, I know so many women are like, V, how do you get the guys to take you on a date? How do you get them to get you flowers? How do you get them to communicate with you? I truly, deep down inside, I learned the guy. I don't sit here and ask for money. I know some girls be like, baby, if he finna waste my time, baby, I need some money out of him. I need my weave done. I need my nails done. I don't go for that. Whatever works for you is for you, but that's not me. I feel like you met me like this because I was able to upkeep myself like this. So I'm not getting to know you so I could get my hair done or get my nails done or get a free meal. It's so many men that I went on dates with and they're like, man, I'm just happy that you even sitting here and having a conversation with me. You're not acting like you want a free meal. And I'm like, honey, if you think I would get dressed, put this makeup on and do all of this just to eat, that's crazy. But then again, a lot of guys, they will study you. Meaning, because of social media platform, a lot of these men, they see who you are and they see how you maneuver if you're a tit for tat person, if you're doing little like immature memes like, oh, I know I got the best puss because this, oh, I know I got that walk. Every man who sees stuff like that, they're going to put you in a category of you're looking for attention. You're in that category of, oh, I know if me and her get into an argument, she's going to bring it onto IG. She's going to put it in the meme. No man likes that. Oh, he just don't bring it to social media. When you know you're dealing with the F-boy is when you get into it with him and he starts to post another female. Like, you're posting another female like that's supposed to hurt me. Sir, I know I'm pretty. I know I got my stuff going on. You're posting that girl like it's not. And plus, on top of that, I'm a girl's girl. Congratulations to her for having you, but she won't stay that long. Trust and believe me. Usually, F-boys too, they bounce. They bounce a lot. Like, they have the most bodies that you can think of. And on top of that, nobody has something good to say about them. It's always, and a lot of them don't realize that that one girl has 4 or 5 friends, right? So that's already 5 girls who already know of you. Now you bounce to another girl who has 4 or 5 friends. That's 10 girls now who knows about you. Sooner or later, he's going to be talked about. Sooner or later, you're going to be the one to be out with him, and they're going to be like, girl, you out with him? Like, like, that boy, he like, trust me, ladies, the signs are there. We just be so infatuated with the person, and it depends on how the infatuation is. If you just broke up with the father of your child and you feel lonely and your father of your child already got somebody else, you're going to want comfort from someone. And this is where you end up getting intertwined with an F-boy. And I know it's so crazy that you probably pray to God for a godly man and a man with this type of caliber. But sometimes, I'm not going to lie to y'all, the devil hears first before God does. I'm sorry to tell you, but it happens. The devil sometimes hears you first, and it presents himself like he's this type of guy, but in reality, he's not that type of guy. And that's another thing that we also have to realize too within ourselves. When we say we're done with somebody, we just got to be done with the person. Because when you start to be on and off, you give the man too much space of the off to linger on, because he feels like this is the game that y'all play. So when he's ready to come back, he'll be like, oh, I know she's gonna be here because we do this on and off stuff. So then y'all relationship starts to become this on and off thing because of games being played. You know, like, the maturity factor is a huge thing when you're dealing in a relationship all around together. But the thing about it with F-boys, I'm trying to tell y'all, is they come off so sweet, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. They come off very nice, very sweet. You, as your own person, as a woman, you have to have the discernment within yourself and realize this is not the man for me. And I have that discernment. I didn't have that discernment in 2023 because I'm not gonna lie to y'all, I did not want to be in a relationship in 2023. I just got out of a relationship and I was never able to be single. So I was like, I want to be single. I want to date. I want to like see how it is out here. But then I put myself in a situation that I shouldn't have put myself in. I put myself in a situationship that I knew better than to do that. But at the time, it sounded good that somebody wanted you, but you just wasn't ready to be in a relationship, because I know how I am. When I don't care, I really don't care. But as me, for a grown woman, I should have been able to say, you know what, it's not that timing, and that person is not that person for that type of situation. Did I learn from it? I learned tremendously, like tremendously. So that's why I say, don't be hard on yourself if you meet somebody who comes across like that, because everybody has a past, and that person probably was introduced to somebody or getting to know somebody who probably did them the wrong way, and they want to go ahead and they want to show, or they want to, you know, make somebody else feel bad about what somebody else did for them, to them, sorry. But there's some people out here who genuinely come with the F, like the fuck shit. Like, they don't care. They don't care if they burn bridges. They don't, because in their mind, they feel like it's always going to be another female. Like, I'm always going to get another female. I'm always going to find another female. So I see why a lot of people say, like, don't bounce back on somebody that you know who did you wrong. Do people change? Yeah, people do change. But the likelihood of that person going from being a very lustful man to wanting to be a man that's like all about you coming back around, it's very slim. And then as a woman too, you're always going to be in the back of your mind thinking, damn, it's going to be somebody else. Like, if he doesn't pick up the phone. And this is why I have the discernment of, I know, like, when I feel it's not being very authentic, I leave and I don't look further into it, because I know the man who's for me, I'm not going to have to say nothing. And that's what a lot of women don't realize. The real man that's going to come into your life, you don't have to tell him nothing. You don't have to tell him you want flowers. You don't have to tell him that you want to go on dates. You don't have to tell him that you want to go on vacations. People, everybody has a cell phone. Everybody has a social media platform. I don't care if it's TikTok. I don't care if it's IG. I don't care what it is. They all show the same type of algorithm. Women getting engaged, doing matching pajamas, like being in love, going on vacations, going on dates with your significant other. Because a lot of times what the F-boy doesn't realize is, over a period of time, he's going to get tired of spending money. He's going to get tired of meeting somebody new. And when he realized, like, damn, there's nobody out here for me that was like that for me but this girl, he's going to try to go back to that, because that was the only person who basically put up with his bull, who was there for him, especially if he's in need. A man who's always in need, who's not stable, he will always go to somebody who's stable. And that's another thing, like, you have to realize when I say they love to play victim, when they always hit you with that, oh, I'm always there for people, people are never there for me. Be careful of those words. Be careful of, oh, I just need to borrow some money, or I just need it. Everybody in 2025, and I think in 2024, was basically getting played by somebody monetary, emotionally. A lot of people didn't have emotional intelligence, emotional clarity, emotional maturity. Like, I think this is why a lot of people are now being single, especially women. Women are just like, I'm done with this. I don't want to deal with this no more. I'm going into 2026 as a new woman. I don't want to be in a relationship, because you realize you thought the snake was a stranger, but in reality, the snake be the guy that's right there in your bed sleeping with you, and you're not even aware of that, because you really think deep down inside that you're there for the person and the person is going to be there for you, but the person always had intuition of, no, I just came to play. And when he plays hard. Like, it's so crazy how they don't realize the damage that they do to women. But the other problem that comes with that guy too, he will never find somebody that's going to come into his life who's going to prosper with him, because he has a lot of women has prayed about him, meaning, Lord, let this man not come to me no more. Let this man leave me alone. Like, I don't want nothing from him anymore. I just want him to leave me. All of that is burden. And a lot of men carry a lot of other women burden on their back, and they present it to you. And this is why you and this man is always clashing. This is why this man doesn't really too much care. Like, I went on a date with somebody and he had a damn 3-month-old. Like, sir, what do you think that I was going to do with you? And they know. And you know how I know? He waited until I sat at that dinner table all the way in Miami. I live in Palm Beach. He waited until I sat at that dinner table, and he waited to drop the bomb on me. To say, you know, because what can I possibly do? Tell him, oh, take the water and splash it in his face and do the most? No. I just carried on with the conversation at dinner, and I just knew, okay, this is the last time that this man is going to hear from me. He's not going to hear from me no more. And it's just, it is what it is. He go his way and I go my way. And I went on another date and he wrote me and he was like, oh, I caught you. I'm like, sir, in my mind, I didn't even text him. I just left him on delivered. I didn't even open it. In my mind, I'm like, sir, how did you catch me? You have a whole 3-month-old. So you think that now you want this woman who just pushed out a baby to come into competition with me, who I don't even know, because of the father of her child. The baby neck is still not stable. The head is still bobbing. And you want me to scoop you up and claim you as my man? No, it's not happening. Y'all, I swear to you, there's a lot of things when I'm at that dinner table or I'm on that phone talking to somebody, I'm getting to know the person. I'm not really jumping head first, diving in to be in a relationship. And the moment the man is like, oh, I want you to be my girlfriend, I get scared because, sir, you don't know me and I don't even know you. Like, I get it. You're not going to know everything about the person, but you have to know where this person is coming from. You have to know what his last relationship was like. Yes, people do lie and be like, oh, the person cheated, or, oh, I don't even like the person like that no more. Let me tell you something. A hurt man is a very grudge-holding, vengeful human being. Like, he's not coming for peace. He's coming just so you can stroke his ego, because the girl that he really wants, because let's be for real, ladies, like, come on now, the men don't leave us. We have to leave the men. And even when we leave the men, he still reaches out. He still tries to see what you're doing, where you at, who you with. He calling you from fake numbers. He's texting you. He's doing all of this stuff. Like, he's doing the most just to get your attention yet again. But we as women, we have to know, like, okay, this man is already talking to somebody else. This man is already entertaining somebody else. And he just needs to stay there. I don't need to buy into his texts, his sorries, his I love yous. He just needs to stay where he's at. I'm not responding back. And that's why a lot of men, they treat us like that, because there's some women out here, they know the man is with another woman. And when she finds out who the woman is, it's like, oh, all of a sudden now I want my man back. I want my man back. And in the midst of I want my man back, she's entertaining him. So now he's in limbo. He knows that he messed up with this girl, so he's trying to figure out, damn, is she coming back for revenge, or is she coming back because she really want me? But then I don't want to leave this girl behind because this girl didn't do anything to me. But then if I take her back, she might dump me. Now I'm back to square zero with nothing in my hand. This is how some F-boys think. They in that limbo state of mind because they really not done with this person. But guess what? This person did not forget what you did to them. If she takes you back with a clean slate, I'm so happy for you, good for you. But if you know as a man, these men are not going to come into your life single. Men Do not come into women life single, y'all. It's always somebody that was in the back burner, and he kind of felt like, man, this is not the person for me. Like, I really don't really like this person like that. Like, I don't know. Because like I've always said, a man who truly wants you, truly want to be with you, love you, is not going to gamble you, because he knows he's not going to find another person like you. It's so hard, especially if he's out here dating multiple women and doing all of this thing. And my and insights, I feel like every man, not every, but a good chunk of men has that little, I just want to date and see, you know, how it is to be with a Latina girl, with a Haitian girl, with a white girl. Like, I just want to see how it is. But in the midst of seeing how it is, they're not doing it single. They're doing it with a girlfriend. And then when you ask him about the girlfriend, he's like, I don't have a girlfriend. But then when you see little telltale signs of like, I was dating somebody, now I put two and two together and I realized what he was doing. He literally changed his ex-girlfriend's contact name as his sister's name. And I remember one night, it was like 2, 3 in the morning, and the phone was ringing. And I said, oh, it's your sister calling you. He's like, man, I ain't picking that up. I said, you don't know. Like, she probably really needs you, because I never seen her call you at this time. And he's like, man, I'll just talk to her tomorrow. Come to find out, this man was still in contact with his ex. And the ex was still picking up his phone calls, and the ex knew about me. But in her mind, she felt like, no, I want my man back, and this is what I'm going to do to get him back. Even though deep down inside, she didn't even want the man back. That's the crazy thing about the whole scenario about it. It's like everybody's trying to hurt somebody, but not realizing that they're involving innocent people who's minding their own business in a situation that they're just so confused in limbo with, and don't know if they're going up or down or around the corner. They just know that one hurted one another, and they want to get that hurt back from it. So it's just immature. That's why I tell people, it's the red flags are there. It's just that it depends on if you're really desperate for a relationship. And it depends on if you're okay with being alone. The moment you can be okay with being alone, I swear to God, y'all, the red flags will be blazing. Like, it will be on fire. You're going to be like, okay, I see it, I get it, I got it. When I was in my bed alone, I was perfectly fine. And now I'm with this person, I feel alone. This is when you know, like, yeah, this is it. Like, I get it. If I feel alone in a relationship, why am I in a relationship? I just need to go ahead and just let it be. Don't let these guys fool you. These guys are seeing women getting flowers. These guys are seeing women getting bags, getting sent to them. The men are doing little trunk love things. Like they see it. Trust me. Ladies, do not be fooled. The men see it. They all have social media. He just does not want to do it for you, and it's okay. When you see the man don't want to do it for you, there's no reason to not say, okay, I'm good. Let me just wash my hands off with him. He's just not that person for me. Everybody has a person for them, and that person is just not that person. He might be very attractive. He might be, fun to be around with. And it's so crazy because I've dated people who I've realized, like, damn, I should have just kept it as a homeboy, homegirl thing instead of like dating the person, getting to know the person, and it just blows up because I actually miss having conversations with the person, but we fell off so bad that it could never get to that point again, And it's certain things like, I don't believe in that, oh, my ex is my friend. No, because that's feelings being involved. Like, Even if the person call you and be like, listen, I'm going on a date and I feel like I really like, you're going to feel a certain type of way about it. So it's like certain things we have to be very adult with. So this doesn't continue to linger and keep going on and on and on and on and on. But I'm not going to lie to you. This generation, I feel like the love is gone. And the people who are finding the true love, like they're really like basking in it, loving in it. But out here, even when you go on TikTok, if you go on IG, it's the same thing. Oh, there's piss in the pool. There's nothing but piss but and Don Julio in the pool. Even if you go to church, you're not gonna meet a godly man in church sometimes too. Like sometimes you meet the worst of the worst in church. You have to realize it's something that had to make this person come into this kingdom or this building to repent the stuff that they were doing. And people do change, but it takes a little minute. It takes a while. And that's the thing that I had to realize, like when somebody say that they change, it's one thing to say it and it's another thing to actually do it. And I think once that person hits the bottom of the bottom, meaning the bottom of the bottom, he done ran through every female that he could think of, that he done ran through them. And this is when he's going to have his like aha moment. I'm talking about the F-boy. I'm not talking about the lover boy. I'm not talking about the boy who knows he wants to just get married. He don't want to. There's men out here who literally be homebodies. They go to a little sport bar. They come home. They hang with their homeboy. They come home. They take their girl out. They have time for their girl. They have time for themselves. They have time for the boys. There's men that are truly out there that's like that. But guess what? You're not going to find them in the club. You're not going to find them in a strip club. 10 out of 10, you're probably going to find them in the gym. Probably at Target if they do have their own place. But right now in 2025, everybody's like shacking up just because rent is high. And then it's very, especially in Florida, it's hard for you to meet a man who has their own place, have a car, and actually have a driver's license. So now, not only is this man unstable in his life, but he's in a survival mode. And a lot of F-boys, they're in survival mode. Meaning they're combing through to see what they can get from you so they could be comfortable. Meaning if they don't have a place, they will literally talk to a girl who has their own place. If they don't have a car, they will talk to a girl who's willing to lend him the car, or i.e. sign a car for him, because he just needs to get around. And when he's in your car, or if you signed him the car, he's bringing that car to every girl house, like, because he's in survival mode. He just wants it to stroke his ego. And I know a lot of women is saying like, oh, I do it from the pureness of my heart. I helped him from the pureness of my heart. But he's not going to realize that until he's been through so many other females who's not going to do that for him. And I'm sorry to tell you, there's a lot of females out here, baby, you can't even get a quarter out of them, let alone a signature. It's not happening. It's not happening. And when he realizes that, that's when he's going to try to like come back, because he feels like, damn, this is the only girl who really had my back. But you always had his back. He's just now realizing that after he done ran through all of these women, and none of these women did absolutely nothing for him. But guess what? You want to know what's so funny? None of these women did absolutely nothing for him, but those are the women who got the best out of him. Those are the women that he took out on dates. Those are the women that he actually had fun with. Those are the women that he actually went on vacation with. Those are the, because he's doing all of this to prove a point to you. Because he knows, as much as I'm lurking on your page, I know you're lurking on my page too. vice versa. Literally. So he has a show to put. But you deep down inside, you're just getting more angered because you're like, damn, I was with this man and he did none of this. And I did all of this. So it's just the moment you hear him say, I want you to cut it off. Cut it off. Don't feel bad. Because he's a man. He needs to figure it out himself. Just cut it off. He needs to figure it out himself. And when he figures it out and he decides to come back and you realize that he's a changed man. And when I say he's a changed man, I'm not saying like the first month. You have to wait a whole year to realize this man is a changed man. Then you could be like, okay, I trust you now. But it has to do with a lot of work. And that's what a lot of F-boys are not going to do. They're not going to put in the work because they're going to feel like, babe, I'm not getting nothing out of this. Like, I keep doing this, but I keep on getting accused of being this. Yes, because you left an imprint on this person. Like, you burnt a bridge. Now you have to swim. And you probably got to swim laps around just to prove a point. But if you truly want that individual, you have to show and prove that person. And a lot of F-boys are not going to do that. For them to change, it takes years. A lot of women that they have to go through. A lot of women. And when I say a lot, I mean like they're going through 2 to 3 women every 2 to 3 months. That's a lot of women. That's a lot of women. That's why, like, the F-boys, it will show. And your body won't be at ease with him. You'll be stressed with him. You'll have women coming up to you in the DMs. As you can tell, baby, a lustful man will always have a woman that's like, she going to roar about that man. Y'all saw my little YouTubes where, my little vlogs where women DMing me about a man, or reaching out to a homegirl of mine that they basically, no girl, like at the end of the day, you just want closure. You just want to see. It is what it is, because if I was never in the mind, if I never followed this man on social media, you should not have been able to find me. And even if you said you was done and you weren't done, because it shows and prove that you weren't done, because you was able to find me, which means you're still lurking on his page, which means you were never over this man and he wasn't over you, but you were trying to show and prove a point to him, but you would never be able to show and prove a point to him, because the point has to be within him. He would have to see it. And a lot of men, it takes them multiple women for them to realize, like, damn, I really messed up on a real one. So that's my little tidbit on telltale signs of an F-boy. Boo, there is no telltale signs. The telltale signs, the moral of the story is, you have to love yourself. You have to have self-esteem. You have to have discernment, emotional intelligence. You have to be emotionally mature. You have to have a set goal plan with you and this individual. Even though y'all just met, you have to have a goal. Like, okay, he got my number on a Monday. I'm going to give him by Friday to ask me out on a date. He didn't ask you out on a date on Friday. Baby, cut ties. He's dealing with somebody else. There's nobody that's that busy in their life. Like I always tell every woman, bruh, if President Obama has time for Michelle, trust and believe me. Trust and believe me. Trust and believe me. This man has time for you too. If this man can come up with multiple lies to go see someone that he really want to go see, trust and believe me, he knows what it takes to take you out. Don't let this man, oh, I'm busy. Oh, I'm doing this. Oh, I'm doing that. No. If your set goal is by Friday, he needs to ask me out on a date because he got my number on Monday, let it be that and stand on it. That's why men, I'm not trying to toot my own horn and stuff like that. Men come back to me because I set a strict program. I'm not the one to key with you all the time. The only one time that I did key around is because I never really told y'all the situation with me and the guy. It started off as a situationship. So we was never in a relationship. When we finally decided to be in the relationship, it was so many other people that was in the relationship that the relationship would have never made it. I had family in it. His ex was in it because he wasn't done with his ex. He kind of felt like he was done, but he was only done because she just wasn't entertaining him like that, but she was still entertaining him. So he was just in limbo mode. Like too much was just going on, and it was just like it just didn't pan out how it's supposed to pan out. Plus me, I was judging him because of his age. It was just a lot of mix of stuff that was going on. So when he decided to come back after the 8 months, he was still contacting me throughout the 8 months. But when I finally was like, okay, I will take you back, I took him back, but it was a clean slate. Like the ex was done, but the ex still wasn't done. She was still lurking. She was still trying to see like what's going on. But he made it seem like he was done with his player mode, and he wasn't. And I knew that. But for me to show him and for him to see from my perspective, it's just, it wouldn't work out. I'm not your person. And it's okay. You don't have to prove a point. And a lot of people be forgetting that when people are a certain level in life, when you're at the bottom, meaning you don't have not $2 to rub together, and then you finally able to find $20,000 to rub together, you want to show the person who's seen you in your poor mind state, in your poor pocket state, that you made it. That's just what it was. But the thing about me is money does not move me like that, because guess what? It proved exactly what I say about money. One day you're down, the next day you're up. The next day you're going to be down again. That's how money is. It's like a roller coaster. Nobody sets to say, I'm going to be a millionaire and I'm staying a millionaire. Majority of your millionaires file for bankruptcy so many times. But you have to realize so many people sometimes, when you seen them in their poor state of mind and now they're in their rich state of mind, they want you to see, oh, look what I could do now. But that person's personality, character, discipline is still the same. He has absolutely nothing. And when I tell people like you're poor, I don't mean monetary value wise poor. I mean spiritually poor, mentally poor, physically poor. Like you're the type of person that if you come into somebody's life, for example, that person is happy, peaceful, living life, and you come into their life and you suck them dry. They're losing weight, they're stressed, their hair's falling out. Sir, you're a leech. Money does not fix that. You don't come into people's life to be an equal party. You come into it to see what you can take, and then you dip and you leave and you go to somebody else to see what you could take from that person. But the thing about takers is they're always going to be taken by something else. It's not going to be money-wise, but mentally. Their mental state of mind. They're not going to be able to sleep. They're not going to be able to eat. Because their mind is consistently wandering, because they done touched so many souls that they don't even know what type of soul is really hindering their life right now. When people get down on their knees and pray at night, you don't know what that person is praying for. When you entered that person's life, you don't know what mental state that person was in before you entered their life. And you got into it and you scrambled it up even more. And you think that you're going to lay at night and go to sleep peacefully? No. That's another telltale sign of an F-boy. A man that can't sleep. A man that can't sleep? A man that can't sleep is a man who's fighting demons. A man that you see their eyes just stay open and it cannot shut. Baby, they're always complaining about, oh, I can't sleep, I can't. That's another telltale sign of it. He has too many spirits lingering within his soul, too many energies that he really messed up, and he never really apologized. He never really cleaned the slate up after. And what he does not realize is that new individual that he's talking to, he's going to deposit all of that into that person. And all of a sudden, the person doesn't have a car. All of a sudden, the person doesn't even have money now. All of a sudden, the person was with weight, feeling good, smiling, laughing, having the best time of their life. Now all of that's gone. None of that is present. Yes, that energy shift is real. That's why I tell y'all, like, when I'm at that dinner table, honey, I'm asking key point questions. I don't give a damn about your color. I don't give a damn what your favorite food is. That's shit that I'll figure out when we a year in, 2 years in, because you're going to be around the person all the time. The person going to be like, what do you want to eat? And you're going to be like, Chick-fil-A. He's going to be like, I don't like Chick-fil-A. And you're like, oh, okay, now you know. Okay, my baby don't like Chick-fil-A. But you think I'm finna sit at that dinner table and ask him what kind of food you like? No, baby. Baby, let's get into the nitty-gritty. Let's get into the nitty-gritty, and you're gonna peep it. I'm telling you, if you walk on a date in 2026 and you're okay with being alone, and you're okay with your self-love, your self-esteem, you love your body, you love how you look, baby, trust me, you're gonna see the F-boy and you're going to run. Even if he brings you flowers, even if he brings you a Chanel, get the Chanel first, girl, then dip. But get the Chanel first. You're gonna see it. You're going to see it. Y'all see how I am with them. You're going to see it. I'm not a nagger. I'm not a lurker. I take tally points of things that guys say and do. I'm very observant. Even though I don't yap a lot, best believe it. I'm taking mental note of everything, literally. So I hope this helped. I know it's probably a little bit here and there because of the camera overheating. But ladies, please, I beg y'all, I'm praying for y'all. Go into dating with discernment. Go into dating with clarity. Go into dating not just wanting a body so you can put matching pajamas on with the body, so you could take holiday pictures with the body. You have to realize those events are only one day out of the 365 days. After Christmas, you got to deal with this man. After New Year's, you got to deal with this man. After Valentine's Day, you got to deal with this man. I'm not saying he's supposed to buy you flowers every single day. Every single day he's supposed to buy you perfume, bags, and I'm not saying that. I'm just saying make sure that the man that you are investing in respects you. Love you for who you are. If your hair is short, if you like to wear makeup, if you like to wear weave, if you like to look good, make sure he loves that for about you. Like, make sure he loves you and you only, and not trying to mold you into somebody else. In the moment he brings up an ex, girl, just run. Don't go looking for the ex. Don't go see how she dressed, how she looks. Petit couille, just run. Run like somebody done stole your IRS check, baby. Run. Y'all saw how y'all y'all was going in on Trump when he took them food stamps. Baby, do that. Baby, do that. Baby, just run. Just run. And don't look back, because I kid you not, there's going to be another girl that he does this to, and that girl would have wished that she would have ran the first day she seen what he did. But she didn't. And now she's stuck with this man. The best thing to do is not have a baby by that man, because, baby, one thing for certain, two things for sure, you don't have a baby with somebody, you claim that person because you want to claim that person. You could straight up tell somebody, man, I ain't never seen this man a day in my life. Who is this man? Unless that man got pictures of you, then you screwed. Let me tell you, when I sued Little Baby showed the judge pictures of me and him in the bed. I said, oh my God. I said, this man is petty. What the hell? This man showed the judge pictures of me and him in the bed together. I had to tell the judge, I said, Judge, I don't know why he think that I'm suing him because we broke up. I'm not suing him because we broke up. I'm suing him because I want my money back. What? Girl, and that's another thing. Oh, that's another thing about F-boys. The way that they keep proof of the girls that they've been with sexually. Pictures of them, like you going out to eat with them. They'll do videos of you, girl. When he showed that judge that picture, and I'm looking at the picture, and I'm like, mind you, I'm in the bed and I'm on my phone. Like, I didn't even realize he took the picture. I'm over here like, and the picture was an old picture. It was a picture from, I think it was a picture from 2024. Because I think I had like my short blonde bob. Mind you, this year I didn't do the short blonde bob. And when I went blonde, I wasn't with him no more. That's when I went to the Beyonce concert and my hair was very long for Beyonce. Petit. Baby, the evidence be in their phone. Their archives, their IG archives. I'm praying for y'all, ladies. Ladies, I'm praying for y'all. Please walk into 2026 with clarity with these men. Don't give your all to these men. I'm telling you. And if a man really wants to get to know you, it's okay to pour a little bit. Just don't pour all of your water into his cup, because then you're not going to have anything left for you. All right, y'all. Love you.
Every day.